Okay. Hopefully we've got good internet now. And thank you to people in chat as far as just talking for one and bearing
Yeah,
with us. But
sorry about that.
but yeah, as far as let's see, Owlbreaker, just I'm just terrible at coming up with names, and so anything that just I see and it's just like, oh, that's good, I'll take it, and I'm just coming up with them as I go, kind of thing. So
Eowyn sounds Lord of the Rings, but
no,
that's okay.
no, no, yeah, it's just like no, it's not Eowyn, it's Liara, but yeah, that's from other
Okay.
things I know, but
Okay, so all I heard was her name is Eowyn, and then that was the last of
oh
my
no,
internet.
it's Liara.
Liara. Okay, and that's where at last I heard. So if you were saying anything
Yes,
else after that, I was
no,
gone.
she's just standing off by herself right now.
Okay. All right, so I'll approach her and just kind of greet her and say, "Hi, good to see you again. How are things?"
Oh, things are doing okay at the moment. Pulling in what money I can. You know what I mean. She and
I
she
kind of
she's
chuckle.
she's
I'm
kind of
like,
aloof about it.
"Good. Glad to hear business is good." I wondered if I could, if you wouldn't make a few coins, I have a little easy task for you.
Uh, well, what do you have in mind?
Well, I want to get my hands on, those wanted posters they put out today?
I haven't heard anything about that.
Well, if you look around, there's some new wanted posters out, and it'd be worth um, let's see, it'd be worth a few gold if you wanted to. I mean, it's easy enough. Just snag a copy. Especially there's one of a woman. I
Okay.
wanted to get a copy of that,
Do
and
you know do you know where these are at? Because I haven't heard anything about this yet.
I'm not sure wherever. I imagine they'd probably be posted up, certainly near what's the name of the jail over there?
The
What would you
magistrate
call it?
office.
Magistrate. Yeah, I'm sure the magistrate office would have a copy. I know they probably post a few more around town near markets and things like that for reward. But I just want to get a hold of a copy. But right now I don't have the time to do it myself, if you know what I mean. So
No, no. Well, and well, if you've got a few more gold, then I can also get a couple of girls on it if you want.
sure. Uh, so I'll hand her. What do I got here? Okay, so I'll hand her 10 gold.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's not a
Yeah.
it's not a huge task, but enough
Oh
to
no, no,
do
no.
that.
This is all right. I'll get a few girls on it. This will get them a little willing to
And
help out. I think.
yeah, I'll throw in another 5 gold if you get a copy of the other two posters too that happen to be up near. All for the same thing. There was a big theft the other night, and I'm trying to get some more information.
I did hear about that. Sounds like you're getting yourself into trouble, aren't you?
Ah, so you have heard more than you're letting on. Well, let's just say I need to keep it under wraps, but yeah, I just want to make sure I'm covering my bases. But getting a hold of those posters would be worth the gold. So I'll
I'll
give you
see.
5 more if you get back with all 3 of them from your
I'll see
friends.
what I can do. Pleasure as always, Raul. Walks out, kind of rubs her hand across your shoulder.
Rangel is not ashamed.
but but the
All
player
right,
might be.
players blushing. It's okay. Move along. All right. Hold on, let me reload. Gotta reload Twitch here. All right, go ahead.
All right, so it's up to you guys now. What
Oh,
she
I'm
she
I'm
she
sitting
left
pretty.
at this point. You don't know any of the other followers of Callistria. They're currently at the shrine.
I'm good. I'm sitting pretty, and I'll just kind of sit back and listen to the service. I've got my symbol on. I tend to wear it around even when I'm not in my garb, so I can cast spells. But I've just got it on, so they know, I'm just kind of enjoying whatever service they're offering and listening. Kind of sitting in the back.
They know you're a bro.
I'm a bro. There you go.
Well, I get with these two and say, look, they've got me pegged from what I understand. So I really need to figure out a good way to get out of town. And I'm thinking I need to leave by the sewers.
Sewers, huh? That could be unpleasant.
We'll go
Well, I'm sure it will
dungeoneering.
be. I'm sure it will be, but I mean, if I go through the gates, there's a good chance they could nab me. I'm not going to worry about, I'm not going to go around where the temple guards are at, and that's who's really seen me. But, you know, the city guards will be looking for me, and apparently they've got a pretty good description. I don't want to get snagged and then taken and identified.
So Ryo, your disguise spell, can you use that on him or just yourself?
That's a good question. No, it says disguise self, so it's not disguise other person. I can only use it on myself, unfortunately. So he's gonna have to rely on his skills to make himself look like not himself. Callistery does offer some perks in that regard. That spell certainly certainly was put to good use there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm just
not a spell a cleric normally has.
But I mean, that's
Right.
my concern, and I don't want to get you pinched because you're around me. I think we're going to have to leave separately and meet up.
All right. Well, if you want to meet, well, we're all heading towards Vitex. I think that's where we need to go. And you know, I say if there's a place we can meet, we might actually. I say this quietly. I was like, we might want to change plans in case something happens to Ez. If they try to track our trail through him somehow, we might actually want to, you know, head somewhere different. So we're not leaving this big a trail either, because we got in over our heads a bit here, guys. I mean, the money better be worth it. It's probably going to be worth it, but when we have a whole nation looking for us, I think we did something right or wrong, or both, depending on how you look at it.
Wrongly right.
Wrongly right. Oh, yes.
Well,
But yeah, no, I mean, Lisa and I understand your concerns, but I don't want to necessarily ditch you either, you know. I think together we've got a good chance of, you know, we can disguise ourselves pretty well. We can stay off the roads. We can, you know, we might, you know, we'll make something work. Might be able to find, you know, pretend we're mercenaries or something and get hired on by a merchant train as well. Disguise ourselves that way, you know.
If we want, instead of heading to Pitax, we could move on to Miven or Myven, however that's pronounced.
Yeah, I mean, I think once we get in River Kingdoms, things will be a lot easier, but we're still gonna have to watch our backs because there's gonna. I've got some people working on getting us the posters so we know, but I think I'm curious to see what our bounties are gonna be, and that's the other reason we got to watch our back, because if bounty's worth more than pretty penny, we might have to watch ourselves.
Yeah, our own. I know the guild.
Pretty copper. Sorry.
The guild is a great place for contacts, but if the bounty's real good, once we leave this, we're not under the protection of the guild anymore.
Exactly.
And so there's a chance that some of our fellow brethren might be chasing us.
Exactly where we may not want the direction we say we're going to be. So. All right, well, let's discuss this more.
I definitely want to get out of here.
Let's keep this under wraps.
A good place anymore.
Yeah, the second we get the money, I don't care what time of day it is. Probably need to
there's a couple of things I want to buy. If we get enough money, I'm gonna upgrade my weapons.
Right.
That actually might be a good idea. I could use a better bow.
If we do this, we need to make sure we're being smart about it. So, yeah. All right. Well, that's the plan. Let's hang out for another day and see if we can't get this money.
Okay.
Okay, so later that evening, Liara comes back, and she has copies of the posters with each of you for each of the 3 different people.
I hand her 5 more gold. Say, you're a doll.
Oh, I do what I can. And then she walks out.
Awesome. All right, so let's take a look at these posters. What is the bounties on them, and how pegged is Morwen?
Orwin.
Okay, so it says that 100 gold pieces for information about these people, 500 for information leading to an arrest, 5,000 taken alive.
Wow. Okay, for each
How
one.
close are the descriptions?
So Morwen, it's for your poster, it is a female half elf, and the eyes aren't quite right, but the nose and mouth kind of general.
I was hoping the nose wasn't right, and I could have
Right.
quoted Tangled there.
For Layson, the drawing is exact.
It looks like I posed for this.
Mugshot.
That's not good.
Yeah, pretty much. And then the other one doesn't look like anybody that is in the party.
I nod and realize, like, that spell is so good.
I'm
All
toast if I don't get out of here pretty quick, because for
man.
5,000, these guys would sell their
We're
mother
all-
around here.
Layson, shoot. I kind of think for a minute, I'm like, everyone that's ever seen you around this guild is going to know you got this brace on your head. I was like, maybe you should go in disguise and go wait for us outside town, and we will pick up some supplies for you and meet you there with the payment and split it with you if you trust us that much.
I don't see how I've got really a lot of choice. I know
I was
you
like,
got.
at this point, they might just try to. I'm worried you get backstat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in agreement. I think I need to leave. So here's my plan.
Let's keep
I
it quiet.
I do a perception to make sure nobody's listening to us.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll do the same. 12. I roll a 20. Well, 12 plus 8.
Well, I'm rolled a. Let me see what I.
Well, there are people in the room with you. You know, you're out in the front room right now.
Well, is there any place that they saw that we could go that's a little more private?
Who are you asking?
Us, like, we know
You,
the guild. We've been
to
staying there
relate
for
to them.
days.
You do know that there are some rooms towards the back that are generally used for private conversation type thing.
We head to one of the private conversation rooms
Okay.
and do perception. Yeah. My perception was 12.
Okay.
To make sure that nobody's listening to us or trying to eavesdrop on us.
All right, Raul, did you do a perception? You said you did a perception
Yeah,
as
I got
well?
20.
Okay.
20.
You do notice that this particular room does have a hole in the wall.
I point at it and raise an eyebrow.
Well then, let's go poking fingers through it.
Careful, I get a bit off. I just kind of silently point at it, and I'm like, I shake my head. I'm like, guys,
we need to find.
Alright, well, I'm gonna roll perception, and I'm gonna be looking specifically at this hole. Make sure there's nothing that I can hear through it or see through it.
Oh, this is getting dangerous.
Or, like,
We're like
see where it leads to. Want to see where it leads to.
Okay.
So 19 plus my perception, I believe, is
Nice roll.
8. So 27.
All right. You look through the hole, and the other side is a dimly lit room, but with the low light and your half elf vision, you do notice another person just kind of sitting in there.
Level 8.
All right.
Turkey.
Guys, there's a
Guys.
person in the room.
Let's find a more private spot.
They know that they've got 15,000 gold. I whisper this. I was like, 15,000 gold sitting in this guild. In the three of us.
Yeah.
Eyes like,
Hmm.
Roll your stealth.
16 plus 12, 28. I think my whisper's okay.
9 plus 6. I mean, 19
12.
plus 6 is 25.
I got 12.
Babe, we're all whispering. She's like, yeah, really loud. All right. So can you use that stealth roll and whisper his plan real quick to me?
I'm going to
What
just use this as your stealth rolls for this conversation.
Okay.
So.
All right.
I write down what I'm going to do, and then I let them read it in common. I'm writing it in common, and basically I'm going to escape through the sewers. I'll meet up with them. I'll let them buy my sword and my dagger, and I'll give them the money. And I'll meet them outside of town on the. I give them a landmark.
Okay. Yeah, there's a land.
You know,
Okay.
a hill, a landmark.
Okay. And I say maybe you should take my sister with you. That way, there's only 5,000 left for them. I whisper this. I was like, maybe you should take my sister with you. So there's only 5,000 left for them to come after, and they don't have a good look on me. I'm probably the safest to stay.
No, the thieves will sell us
I'm going to
out.
give him a really stubborn look and kind of fold my arms.
I was like, we don't need to be sold out, but I'd like to try to get our money and supplies. I think Ez is good for that much at least. This was a huge job. I don't think he backstabbed us that hard. I could be wrong.
No, he wouldn't. But there's a lot of thieves in here that would.
Be others. Yeah.
He's got something
All right.
to lose too. If we get caught, he gets caught.
Yeah, he's got the rod. All right.
Okay. I guess I can
Go
go.
with him. Besides, he shouldn't be
Just
tramped through the
Keep
sewer alone.
yourself safe.
Of course, it's me. I flash it. I give a charming grin, but then I realize I have no charisma bonus, and it doesn't really.
We've got out of character. We've got our plans now.
Okay, that's our plan, Sheldon. So.
No, you've got to. Yeah, I'm not taking. I'm not doing an out of character. We're going to make a plan because you've got to discuss.
No,
this
we
as
just
character.
did our plan. I was just telling you out of character. We're done with our plan.
Okay.
So
Gotcha. Oh, sorry. Gotcha.
So I was like, take that, and I tell him, take that note that he wrote down the plan in the landmark we're meeting. I was like, take that, get rid of it, burn it. Once you get out of here, and you both should go in disguises. So disguise up and get out. Let's get out right away before something bad happens, because we've already been waiting around for a day. We need to go
Once our
before
money.
someone catches on. I'll get the money. I'll meet you guys. I wouldn't backstab my sister. I'm not going to backstab you, Lacey.
So we're heading out.
And
Alright.
I will roll my disguise, right? That's what we wanted to do.
I roll your disguise.
You wanted to roll my disguise.
Yeah. So.
Don't roll badly for me, Sheldon.
See, this is done in secret. So now, what is your disguise bonus?
My disguise
Morwen?
bonus
Mm-hmm.
is
You should have a pretty good one.
7.
Okay.
Nice. That's good.
Layson, did you say that you took your disguise off? That you said you cleaned up, so you've got to
Yeah.
disguise yourself again.
Right. And my disguise bonus is 3.
I see what people have said in chat, and I'm like,
Oh. Oh. Yeah.
GM plotting.
He says the GM is plotting something foul there. Glad when I saw the 5,000 bounty, I went, oh crap. 100 for information, 500. Even that's not too much to worry about. 5,000 each. I'm like, oh crap. Time to get out of town, guys.
Okay, what was your bonus again, Layson? Sorry.
3.
3. He's
How are you disguising yourselves? You, Layson, I assume you're doing the same thing you did before.
All right.
Well, no, now I'm disguising myself as a woodcutter.
Okay. How so?
Well, I'm changing into a forest outfit where I look, it's.
Do you have a forest outfit?
Well, it's like it's just like a woodcutter. It's just regular clothes, but I've got an axe and I'm gonna look like I'm going to get a bundle of wood.
I forgot you had an axe.
No, this is all show.
Do you actually physically have an axe?
I'm gonna get one.
But you don't have one at the moment.
No.
Okay.
you want to cover your guys' faces up.
Well, I'm gonna look.
Yeah.
That since I'm going through the sewers, it's probably smarter if I look like a muckraker again.
Yeah, I would go with the same thing. That seemed fairly effective last time. They cover your face all up and dirty.
Mm-hmm. I'll kind of go along with that.
Yeah, I'll go as a muckraker.
Maybe I'll be some sort of homeless person. How many homeless people did we see?
You weren't particularly looking.
Yeah, I know.
So usually
it was just a statement. I wasn't actually
homeless people, you generally tend to kind of ignore how many you see.
That's the idea. You want to be ignored.
But
go as a beggar or homeless. Yeah, go as a beggar.
Okay.
I'll go homeless.
All right, so you guys then just do you guys all have cloaks?
Yeah.
Yeah, but as a muckraker, I'm wearing dirty work clothes.
All right. So you guys dirty up your clothes and stuff, and but what I'm saying is just like you have the clothes that you have with you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just like you've got a cabinet full of costumes to choose from. So.
Oh, I could go get my thing back.
All right. I get the idea though. I got the idea though, and your rolls are made.
Don't go as a cleric. You're like, here I am, look at me.
So I'm gonna head down to sewer access, and so we're gonna get out of here.
Okay, it's getting towards just before dusk. The sun is just getting close to the horizon, by the way. So. All right, so you two head out, and Raul, you stay.
Yep, I'm gonna stay.
All right. Layson and Morwen, roll your stealth.
Roll well. We gotta get out of this town.
Get stuck in a crevice. 18 plus.
Oh, that's good.
7. So 15.
So glad we're all so stealthy.
25.
My stealth roll was 14.
It wasn't a fumble. It wasn't a fumble. He's not belching around, bumbling into the guards. We're good.
Okay. So as you're moving through the city, you do happen to notice groups of guards kind of patrolling the street. How is it that you approach the situation?
Well, I'm just going to the closest sewer accent, and when they're not looking, we're going.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think my stealth was pretty good. I should be able to not be noticed by them, right? I mean, come
So-
on, it was a 25 there.
Well,
You're right.
this isn't this. Keep in mind, this isn't modern. Modern just having manholes all over the place.
Yeah.
So, all right, but you do have to pass by a couple of groups of guards along the way. So, like, how is it? What approach do you take in order to bypass them?
I stick to the shadows.
Did you guys roll perception?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Roll perception so that we can figure that out.
Yeah. We're relying on you, Boric. See,
How'd you
D
get
plus
more
D.
My perception is natural 17 plus 4, so 21.
So you do
I got
spot
11.
all right, so on the way you do spot some guards and you do spot them off at a distance before they spot you.
So we just avoid.
Like turn down different streets and kind of zigzag your way through town. Okay.
Alleyways. Yeah.
All right. You're able to get to your destination and you find sewer access.
Or go down into
And
the
then-
sewers.
All right. And you did not see any. What was your perception roll again?
17 plus.
21.
Yeah, it's 21.
It totaled 21.
21. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, he's rolling. This isn't good. When the game master rolls, you know you're in trouble. No.
Sometimes, unless it's a fake out.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't see anybody following behind you as you slip into the sewers.
Woo.
Okay.
Sweet. So now we're down in a sewer.
I think once we're.
I don't suppose you have a light source.
I travel. Well, as a matter of fact, I do have a candle.
Yay. Because I completely spaced it, and I don't think I have any light spells. Nope.
Yeah, I do have a candle, but I'm checking on a skill.
What skill are you looking up?
Evasion.
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 Oh. As far as the class skill,
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm like thinking that's a skill, just a regular skill. And I'm like that's just stealth. Let's see. Evasion. At second level and higher, a rogue can avoid even magical and unusual attacks with great agility if she makes a successful reflex saving throw against an attack. So that's your saving throws.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, it's basically kind of like negate damage on a trap kind of thing. So.
All right. Well, then
So evasion is not, it's not stealth essentially.
Right. So we're sneaking out of here
All right.
through the sewer.
Okay. So you're heading in a southwestern, or trying to generally move towards the southwest, and you're just trying to keep track of the directions that you turn. Who has knowledge local? More when I know you do.
I do.
All right, roll your
Not
knowledge
very
local.
high because I didn't,
Yeah,
skill in it, but
yeah.
10 plus, where is it? Local, 13.
13. Okay, you can generally keep. You're fairly confident that you can keep a general direction heading towards the southwest.
I have knowledge local too, and I have dungeoneering. So.
All right, well, roll your knowledge local, and roll dungeoneering as well.
My knowledge
Trying
local.
to make sure you
Well,
guys don't
it's
get lost in the sewer.
My knowledge
That would
local
be
is 16.
Okay. And
And
dungeoneering?
My dungeoneering is 13.
All right. You guys are moving with general confidence that you are going in the direction that you have chosen through the sewers, make it through the different turns. You do approach different points where the only way to get across because there's generally a walkway, but in order to get to the directions that you want to go
Acrobatics.
there's going to be about a 5-foot gap with just with the muddy, murky, crappy water in the way.
Yeah. So acrobatics.
If you want to try jumping it.
Well, I don't want to swim through it.
Okay.
Would you stop rolling off of things? 12 plus
This would be good. Hilarious.
5, so 17.
All right. You jump and you're able to make it across without ending up in the crap.
Darn it!
I'm a clean.
I'm gonna jump and don't jinx me. I got a 1.
Oh, I totally did.
You all right? As you step back and you get your momentum,
no.
you run forward, but immediately trip and go face first into the water.
Well, that helps your guys.
I think this is worse than that dog that came by when I was asleep.
Oh, that's so awful.
The disguise was okay, but now the smell is just not working for me.
I think we need to find you a river.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's travel on.
yeah,
Oh
Aw.
gosh.
this will be fun for me. See what you do, I will making me go on ahead.
All right, you guys make it through the sewer for the most part without incident, and you come to an opening at the outside of the city.
I
Right.
want to.
Or go. All right, go, Morwen. What do you do immediately? Go
I
ahead.
want to check outside, like perception wise, make sure there's no guards out there waiting.
Okay. Go ahead.
18, right? Yeah.
Okay. You don't notice anybody outside of the sewage pipe.
All right.
Are we playing Oblivion here? I'm confused.
I
It
hope not,
works.
because I got stuck on Oblivion because my game glitched and I haven't brought myself to go back and start
Okay,
over.
so coming back to Ryul, you stayed at the Thieves Guild, and you happened to... Huh?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
When did what? Ask your question.
I said, when did Ez say that he was gonna be paying?
It's
following
tomorrow.
morning? Tomorrow.
Yeah, well, tomorrow at the earliest is what he said.
Okay.
So you're here at least until the morning, if it happens in the morning.
All right. So what did I use? We're saying something.
So as you're sitting in there, and the Thieves Guild is pretty quiet, and there's fewer people in there than usual.
Okay. Well, since my face is on the poster, I'm actually gonna go out, and I'm gonna get actually pay a gold or 2 to get a room at an inn.
Okay.
And as I get out, I'm gonna go into an alleyway, make sure that I wasn't followed.
All right. So roll
Perception.
perception and stealth.
Perception is 24. Stealth is 16. Not the best, I guess, but I hopefully notice if anyone's following. And I'm not exactly. I don't look like posters, so that should help.
Okay.
But I'm not like hiding or anything. I'm just like trying to not be obvious.
Okay.
As I duck.
So as you're making your way through the city in the direction of an inn, you're looking around, and what was your perception roll again?
It was, I think it's 16 plus 8, so 24.
You happen to notice somebody seems like they might be following you.
Lovely. All right, so as I go into this alleyway, I'm out of sight of this person for a short time.
Okay.
Correct? Is that so? That's
Yeah.
my plan.
So you step into an alleyway. Okay.
Correct. So I'm gonna go into this alleyway, and as I do that, I'm gonna cast Disguise Person,
Okay.
and not making myself look like the poster, but a completely new guy.
How
I make
describe
myself-
describe?
Okay, so the disguise that night, I was kind of looked like a thug, a big burly guy,
Okay.
short brown hair, big square jaw.
Okay.
So that's what's on the posters, is this thug-looking guy. I looked like I was the muscle.
Okay.
I disguise myself as a short, portly, foot shorter than I actually am type guy, and I take my cloak out of my pack, and I put my cloak on over my armor, and then I will turn and go. I backtrack back out of the alley the exact way I came, and start going the opposite way down the road. And I'm watching, and I'm gonna try to see if this person I thought was following me, they catch on to this. So I look like a different person. I hopefully changed my hooded cloak. I'm not putting the hood up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to walk out of the alley the way I walked in this way, hopefully out of their view while I did this real fast. And then I'm going to turn back around and go back out the other way.
So what's the DC on that spell?
That's a good question.
So I think it's 10 plus the spell level plus your modifier, your ability modifier.
Disguise self. You get a plus 10 bonus on the disguise check. That's essentially what it is. So you get to roll my disguise. I also have disguise. I already have a plus 4 naturally. So this is plus 14 on this disguise check.
Okay. So you head off in your direction, backtracking, going back the way you came, and the person that looked like they were following you goes into that alley.
Okay. So I'm just going to keep going along and watching my back kind of as I'm going, seeing if this I notice this person again. What did they look like, by the way? Do I get a look at them?
Roll your perception.
Again? So I'm going to see if I can get a look at them as they're passing.
Yeah, this is a different perception check.
Okay. 15 plus 8, 23. So a little less, slightly less than before.
You may have seen this person at the Thieves Guild before.
Okay. Alright, so in this disguise, I'm now going to go to a random inn. And I'm going to get a room. And I'm going to pay for the room, pay for some food, and go up to the room and stay there.
Alright.
Go drinking, go up in.
Let's see. It takes you. Okay, by the time that you actually find an inn, your disguise has worn off.
Correct.
By the time that you find one, so you walk into the inn, and the innkeeper looks up and says, "Can I help you?"
I was like, "Yeah, I'd like to just get a room."
Okay.
Do you have any available?
Yes, we do have. Are you wanting a private room, or just stay in the common room?
A private room would be nice, and a meal.
And a meal. Okay, so 2 gold pieces and 2 silver.
All right, I hand it over.
All right. Thank you very much. You can go get your meal right back in the kitchen.
All right, so I go grab my meal and eat up, and then head up to my room. And that's going to be it for the night. I'm going to stay up for a little while and kind of listen to see if anything comes by my door or anything like that. That would be unusual, more than just people going to food. But
all right.
Pretty sure at this point I lost my tail. Hopefully.
Roll your perception.
Lots of perception checks. 11 plus 8, that's 19.
Okay. All right. You do hear people passing back and forth through the hallway of the inn from time to time. Doesn't seem like anybody's lingering at your door.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get some rest then. I think I've done a pretty thorough job of losing anyone following me at this point. Hopefully.
All right.